I'm just wondering, for these kids to have the confidence to put those things on their arm. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, you're welcome. Anyways, on this page we keep it real. Yes, this is where I share my motherhood journey and my day-to-day activity as a stay-at-home mom. So guys, look at this laundry. Look at the heap of clothes I need to fold. Laundry is one thing I do not enjoy doing, but let's do this together while I gist you guys on something I saw on social media, on the internet, so that will make the work easier for me. So guys, I stumbled on a post that was talking about these teenage girls that had implants on their arms. Yes, teenage girls with implants on their arms. So the story is like this. Allegedly, it is not confirmed, so it's something I saw, so I just thought to bring it here. Let's talk to one another as mothers and let's interact on it. I said that these girls were in secondary school, so it happened in a particular secondary school. So that these girls, maybe one of them did something wrong in school and they had to discipline her. So I guess while they were disciplining her, I don't know which method of discipline, whether they were beaten or she was punished, I don't know. But it was said that while she was being disciplined, blood was flowing from one of her arms. And the teacher got confused, like what's going on, what happened. The teacher had to take her to the principal's office to know what exactly is going on. And so when they got to the principal's office, she was asked to remove her shirt so they could see the arm where the blood was flowing from and know what the issue is. When this lady removed her shirt, they found out that she had an implant. Mothers, we know this family planning implant that we put on the arm. I have never had it, so I really do not have much of information about it. But it was said that they had it on their arm, on her arm. She had it on her arm. And when she was being interrogated, she confessed that she was not the only one with the implant on the arm, that there are other students too that had it. And the teachers went into the classroom to confirm, and they got about 40 students. As I saw on the post, about 40 students that had this implant on them. And it just got me shocked. Like, this children we are talking about should be around the age of 14 to probably 17. Because I was told they were in SS2, they were SS2 senior school students anyways. And it got me wondering. The first question I asked that came to mind was, which medical facility or who is the medical personnel that did this thing for these kids? Number two, are their parents not aware, especially their mothers? Are they not aware? Because it's strange to me. In fact, I cannot phantom it. I have teenage girls. Yes, I have a 14-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old. And I'm wondering, as a mother, don't you once in a while just storm in on the girls to check on them? Yes, you give them their privacy and all of that, but once in a while, you can storm in on them to check on them, to check their body structure, their physique, what has changed, how are they developing, what is going on with them. As much as you also sit them down sometimes to talk to them about their body. So how can, I'm just wondering, For these kids to have the confidence to put those things on their arm, it shows that their parents are a bit absent about them. Because this thing is very obvious. It's something that you would see. It's not hidden. It comes out through the skin. Like you can always see it on the surface. So it's not hidden. And I'm wondering, for these children to have that kind of confidence to go ahead and do that, we need to do more. We need to do more as parents. Somebody mentioned in the comments when I saw the post, somebody mentioned on that comment that are we so sure that their parents are not even the ones that did it for them? That are we so sure? And it just struck me that, well, this could also be a point. It could also be a point. Because the confidence in doing such, I remember when I had wanted to do family planning, and I went in for one of the lectures on all the methods of family planning. And even after getting the information I needed, I was still skeptical. I was scared. The fact that something was going to go inside of me, the consequences and all of that, I was like, it was just a scary moment for me. So for these students to have this kind of confidence to do this, single young kids, what business do they have with family planning? I became a married woman. Of course, we hear family planning, but I didn't know the methods. In fact, I was not interested in it till when I needed to do it for myself. And that was not until I was done giving birth to my kids. So you can now imagine these young girls having to put in that. So just like the post said, that it could be their parents. What exactly is the parents preventing for the kids? What prevention method is that? What exactly are they trying to prevent? Unwanted pregnancy? What happens to sexually transmitted diseases? What happens to those ones? Because obviously the family planning cannot prevent those ones. So why can't we just teach our children abstinence for their own good? Let's emphasize more on these things. A lot of parents, I notice, shy away from this kind of conversation from their kids. Some of them say, oh, they are so young. And I remember somebody mentioning one time that, oh, it is when you now start talking about it with them that it looks as if you are bringing it to their knowledge. You are bringing it to their knowledge. They might not be thinking of something like that, but it is when you discuss with them, then they will now be thinking of experimenting. Well, I'm not here to judge that person. It's our mentality, our level of mentality, and how she understands it. But my own is, I talk to my kids often. I want to know. I ask questions. Sometimes I just come in on them to check up on them. How is your body growing? What has changed so far? We need to do better. We just need to do better as parents. There's no manual to parenting. Nobody knows it all. We are not perfect. We are not perfect. Some of us didn't even get the best of parenting ourselves. Nobody taught you, you have to. I remember growing up, all they taught us when you start menstruating, the only thing I remember my mom telling me then was, now that you have started menstruating, don't go near guys. Once they taught you like this, you get pregnant. I'm sure the millennials can relate with this. That is and that was all they said to me. Every other thing I know, it was just me making up my mind that I don't want to be a nuisance, I don't want to be a non-entity. Making up my mind that, okay, I want to turn out well by myself. But children of these days are exposed to so many things. For some of the kids in the school, some of them might just even be novice. They might just have been influenced by the overexposed ones. But if these children had first-hand information from their parents, they will fall victim. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If our kids have first-hand information from us, when others are giving them information, they know that, okay, no, this is different from what my parent told me. This is not true. This cannot be true. They can even bring back this topic or subject or whatever it is they have discussed, bring it back to you and say, mommy, my friend said this, my classmate said this. That's what happens to me and my kids most of the time. Oh, mommy, is it true that when they ask, they are always very inquisitive, and I'm also very available to respond to them anytime they are asking their questions. And the funny thing, they don't just ask me, even my sister, anytime my sister comes around, they want to know if it's going to be different from what mommy has said. So we should speak with our kids. Nobody is perfect, like I said, but we can all just keep learning together and putting in our best so that these children can turn out well. I am not just a mom to teenagers. I am also a teenage teacher. I teach teenagers in church, and I know teenagers are like the toughest, if there is a word. Yes, the toughest kids to train or to nurture, because they are more like, they are still young, they are still in between childhood and adulthood, so they are in between. That is when the puberty sets in, adolescence sets in, and so they just need you at that time. And you can't be too aggressive, you can't be too harsh, you just need to take it one step at a time. One step at a time. So please, parents, let's do more, let's do better. All mothers in the house, do we have what's our opinion about this topic? I need us to share more light, to shed more light on it. Has anyone seen the post? Have you heard about it? What do you think? What is your opinion about it? Please, let's talk. Anyways, you guys have helped me with speaking with you guys have helped me acing up with my laundry, and it's not as tedious as it used to be. So thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Thank you.